Oh no,
no.
Yeah, just carry on.
False alarm!
Just making sure that your seat didn't come. Just
Ladies and gentlemen, please be upstanding for Paul, the Pickler Basil, and Ashley, the Western Basil. Let's get ready to rumble! Ashley, you can look amazing, and your bridesmaid look beautiful as well. My first challenge is to call him Paul for the remainder of the speech and not Basil, as Ashley and 3/4 of Northchurch will think I'm talking about them. For those of you looking at Paul today and wondering if he was attacked by Lord Voldemort as a child, you're wrong. That scar came from him running into the back of a moving lorry on Ben Stag Do earlier this year.
Transit!
Ford Transit, even worse. I was trying to big him up here, give me a chance. He did, however, manage to discharge himself from A&E after proving he was fine by doing 10 press-ups. What a tool. Paul has been my best mate and taxi driver for over 10 years now, during which time we have experienced some of the best times of our life together. Numerous holidays include Ibiza, Zante, Marbs, and of course Vegas twice. We have been through thick and thin together. Quite literally in Paul's case, he was half the man I met all day long. Academically, Paul's biggest achievement was being caught by his business studies tutor in the Crown drinking a pitcher of Blue Lagoon when he should have been in lesson. On this occasion, I wasn't there. Early evidence that I'm not the cause of all his drunken episodes. No, not all of them. The first test of our friendship came at the age of 17/18, after Paul passed his driving test. He decided to pick me up from school in his car that had no insurance. Needless to say, when he dropped CDs under his feet and crashed into a BMW, his dad nearly killed us both. So clumsy, Paul, so clumsy. He pissed on my TV. On my 18th birthday, having already fallen down the stairs of my mum's house, where she found him lying in a starfish shape, I woke up at 4 AM to find him urinating up my TV. I asked him what he was doing. He replied, "Don't worry, mate, I'm fine." So I spent my 18th birthday wearing marigolds, scrubbing the floor. However, I got my revenge. Whilst on holiday in Zante, he got a henna tattoo. In typical Paul style, he had an allergic reaction to it. So when we returned, after a drunken night out, I convinced him to use nail varnish remover to try and get rid of it. He cried like a baby. 1-1. Paul is the definition of jack of all trades, master of none. On average, he has 3 jobs a year, and has more holidays than a teacher. Thankfully, he now has a job he enjoys and is very good at. Who would have thought that Larry Lardas would become Dogly Bounty Hunter's answer in the UK? Paul does enjoy the finer things in life, such as MR2s, DJ decks, and orange cardigans only Will Young could pull off. Unfortunately, he gets bored very quickly or by things that simply don't work. To his credit, Paul does have a very vivid imagination. At Ascot last year, and on his stag this year, he told a random man he was trained not just by Bruce Lee, but by Jackie Chan as well. And on a night out in Manchester, he was so convinced that every gay man fancied him, he decided to show them exactly what they were missing out on. Thankfully, think these days are behind him. Coupled with his receding hairline, saving us from more dodgy haircuts, and Ashley buying all his clothes, things are definitely on the up. The stag do, Marbella, absolutely fantastic. At 7 AM on Saturday morning, Paul decided he was Spider-Man and tried to climb up the balcony of the wrong room of the wrong hotel. And I won't go into the story of Paul trying to teabag PT.
He's got his friends and dresses over here.
Paul has always been there for me. He usually used to carry me home from a good night out, or stop me getting beaten up outside a kebab shop. For that, I will always be grateful. I'm delighted he is marrying Ashley. You're an amazing couple, and I'm so happy I can share this day with you. Finally, I can call you Mrs. Basil. On that note, I'd like to propose the new Mr. and Mrs. Basil.
Basil?
It's not very helpful.
That's it. You push.